Well, it can happen to anyone from any home, any income level.
New research out this month shows 340 people under 25 were sex trafficked from 2013 to 2016 right here in Milwaukee.
And as the I-Team's Casey Geraldo found out, it's happening in communities all over the state.
That's right, Carol. Experts consider Milwaukee a hotbed for trafficking. I sat down with a woman who's found her way out of that life. She grew up in Racine, and her parents watched her walk out the door to sell herself for sex. They just didn't know what she was doing.
It's a game.
For 12 years, this Wisconsin woman was part of what she calls the life. She sold her body for money. She's speaking to us anonymously to protect the life and career she's built since getting out of that life. At 16, she says she was vulnerable and lacked self-esteem.
They can get your hair done, your nails done, and buy you purses or buy you shoes.
She tells the I-Team she liked the idea of being able to buy those things for herself.
Looking underneath my mattress and in less than a month have $10,000 and 16 years old.
Her desire to make that money turned into a web of lies.
Before you know it, I was going every single weekend, basically telling my parents I'm going by a friend's house, but actuality I was going in Chicago.
She says her parents saw her changing behavior, but never could have imagined exactly what their daughter was doing.
I think they associated it with promiscuity versus being in the life.
Nancy Yarborough from Fresh Start Learning says this can happen to any family, in any house, in any neighborhood.
We always think that it's happening in a kind of like a traditional poverty issue. We forget that it happens to the vulnerability of a child. So that lies in the heart of any child.
And trafficking is starting younger and younger. The Human Trafficking Task Force of Greater Milwaukee says the average age of a victim is 13.
But we know that a lot more trafficking victims are starting to come up that are at least 11 and 12 years old.
Experts say I-94 is a heavy trafficking area because it makes transport easy. The I-Team requested information from the Milwaukee, Kenosha, and Racine District Attorney offices about child sex trafficking. Since 2013, Milwaukee has charged 62 cases. Racine County gave us information since 2014. It has charged 3 people. Kenosha County had no trafficking cases, but it did press charges in more than a dozen other child sex crimes.
There's a lot of girls, a lot of women and pimps who still are out there that fly under the radar.
It was a long road in and out of the life. Through it, she got a degree and a fresh start here at Fresh Start.
You can get that help and support that's much needed.
Yarborough says support also needs to happen at home.
When you hear your children asking questions about certain things, don't shy away from it.
Here are some of the signs Yarborough recommends watching out for with your kids. If they're hanging out with new people or going new places, or their attitudes might change. They might start dressing differently, or they could have money they've never had before. They may also have items you didn't buy them, and if they're talking about people you've never heard of. Yarborough says it's important parents know what's going on in their kids' lives. Right now on TMJ4.com, we do have links to area resources where you can get help if you or a family member is at risk or needs help getting out of a trafficking situation.
Nancy Yarborough really is a valuable resource for us.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much, Casey.